Hey guys, so today we're talking all about email marketing. So you're gonna learn exactly the two kinds of emails that we like to run for clients and actually how we set them up and kind of walk you through an example or two of what one should sound like. So check it out, and by the time you finish watching this, you should have a pretty good understanding of how we use email for our contracting clients. What's up, peeps? So today I'm going over email marketing with Melissa. Now, some of the things that you're gonna hear in this video, because it's just a straight up live conversation between the two of us, we talk about two different types of emails for clients. The first one is gonna be the newsletter. This is what you know really as a newsletter that just comes out once a month, twice a month, something like that. The whole reason that we do that is to try to add value into clients' lives or potential clients' lives, but also stay top of mind. And the second kind of email that we're going to be talking about is a follow-up sequence. And what a follow-up sequence is, right now we're currently running Facebook ads for each of these clients, trying to get their prospects on Facebook to download a guide to something. So for example, if they're a remodeler, it could be the guide to remodeling your bathroom. And the whole point of that is some people aren't quite ready to buy just yet. So we want to get them pretty early on and try to convince them along the way by staying top of mind with these emails. But what you can't do is you can't collect their name in email and then automatically start sending them newsletters, because people hate newsletters. So we have to properly transition them from downloading this guide into the newsletters. So we do that through that automatic follow-up sequence, and that's exactly what we talk about. So those are the big two: newsletters and an automatic follow-up sequence. Hope you like it. So the idea behind this is we'll go through the clients first to talk about what we're doing for each, and then kind of run through what we need done / continue to do. And what we started to do first was we would do every other week we would send out an email, and then it started to get kind of it was just like we were forcing stuff. So it wasn't super great. The open rate started to kind of drop, and we said, okay, great, let's just kind of dial it back and just reassess. So don't force it. For us, it's easy with Full Sail because we have tons of stuff that we're doing, new content all the time. But for them, when you only have 2 blogs a month, and sometimes the blogs they're mainly meant for SEO stuff, they get a bit redundant. It's kind of hard to send out a list to everybody saying, hey, check out this project in Charlotte, and then hey, check out this project 2 weeks later in East Charlotte. It just wasn't doing it too well. So we're kind of now down to more of a once per month, unless it makes sense to if they're pumping out content. But still, that's kind of what we're doing. The idea behind all this is just to kind of stay top of mind with all this stuff. So going through the clients, we're gonna have for monthly or update stuff. Obviously, Full Sail, Great American, Heiner, same deal, but Heiner uses Entreport, and with him we just create the email and send it over to him and say, hey, here you go. Moving down, we've got Just Water, JVF, MOG, SharpSpring, and he does lots of project new projects and stuff like that. So we have a lot of blogs that are project profile based. It just can't be too much, too over the top of that stuff. Of hey, check out this project 2 weeks later, hey, check out this project 2 weeks later, hey, check out this project. Lighting, we're doing okay with email collection stuff, but I wouldn't prioritize that. Ponds is big on that. And right now it makes sense because it's seasonal. So fall is a big part of winterizing your pond and stuff like that. So to send stuff out about that would make sense. And they are SharpSpring. Sherwood's been ramping up for interior. Same with Tribble, but Sherwood's in Drip. You have Stonehill Builders, he's in Drip, and his is he's got those 4 new projects going on. And a lot of people that comment honestly that the lead gen stuff for him is okay. We haven't quite nailed that one yet, so it's not like he has a ton of emails to work with. A lot of them are just honestly just sales qualified leads, people trying to get a quote. And we just tap back into that. And then Tribble is interior, just the same as Sherwood, and he's also in Drip. All right, so for this, it's really gonna be 1 or 2 emails a month, but it's more just so let's just get on a schedule for this. So the only two rules really are pick a day of the week or pick a day and a time that people are going to be awake and their inbox is not going to be flooded. So it's more of like a 10 a.m., 11 a.m. I think all these people, except for Heiner, which he does his own stuff, I think everybody else is East Coast. So we can kind of run, we're Eastern time zone. So we should be good to go on that, which would be nice. Then the way that we do these is we generally, we'll have like a campaign going. So for example, with MOG, we're doing bathroom stuff. So the best thing to do is go through and see what Turner's done blog-wise. And you would just go to the website and then hop on over to his blog to see what's been recent. Full home remodeling, maybe not as much. 3, another blog is 3 interior design ideas people recently did for their Ackworth homes. That could be kind of a cool one, especially if it's bathroom heavy, but it could be which bathroom floor tiles are best. Then you go through and just talk about that and show the differences. Although I think we might have done that one already, but that would be like a good one to do for him. Mm-hmm. Or you could do just you pick one of these, and instead of pointing it to a blog, you just do that content newsletter, which is just hey, we just kind of want to run down the list and just give them bulleted stuff. Mm-hmm. Kind of exactly what Backlinko says how to do them. Mm-hmm. Make sense? Mm-hmm. And that's how it is really for everybody. It's just kind of come up with a schedule of, if there's a good blog that we have there that we want to point to that's newer, we'll point to them. If there's not, and it's just we have older blogs, we can still send stuff out and just say, hey, check out these tiles that are pretty cool, and just put it in the email. So it's taking the same information, repurposing it, reshifting it, and just leaving it directly in the email. So people can get it in a different way, but it looks different. Mm-hmm. But it's still just touching base. And what happens a lot of times is we'll send we had with another client, we were doing window stuff for them. Sent just an email out to their list, and in the response was some guy that wanted painting, hey, a painting project, something that was totally different from what we were running ads for, but it was just a reminder. So a lot of times that happens as well, where it's just just getting it out there, and they're oh, that's right, I did want to talk to them about this. So half the time that's what happens. It's just more of a staying top of mind versus oh, this is a really cool email that really inspired me to call right now. We just have to get on a schedule where we just have maybe just a reminder in our calendar. Yeah. And then go through. They don't have to be super long in-depth emails, just because you've been doing them long enough to kind of know how we do them, but yeah, it just has to get done. Yeah. Easy enough? Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Okay, got it.
It's just more just running down the people and just shifting between content ones, blog ones, because it's just value, and then if they're running a promo, we're good to go. So that's your normal newsletter stuff. And then for everybody that we're doing the advertising stuff for, there needs to also be a follow-up mini-series in the very least, which is a whole different ballgame. Mm-hmm. So that's for all the same people, but it's the same ideas of what we did in the blueprint thing, where it's congratulations email, and then a transition email into newsletter value, then a blog email value, then another newsletter, then another blog, and then you go for the objection handling, then you go for the actual promo offer if we're running one like that. Mm-hmm. Which for most people we are. Yeah. So just to start off with each person, I would at least do a basic 3 of 1 is congratulations, 2 is some sort of value, and then 3 is another piece of value. And then we can kind of build the rest from there, but at least starting off with a few of them, just so that way, so building a 10 email autoresponder series for each person, let's just pick for each people the 3 basic ones, make sure everybody has it all good to go, and then start working our way back to keep building all these things out. And then what we can do is we can identify some of the major problems. So for Heiner, when it comes to pond stuff, why people are gonna go, oh, it's too expensive. then if we find like a, literally call out like, hey, it might be a lot of money in the email, let's just show you a testimonial of somebody that said, hey, it's well worth the money. You're gonna, pay a little bit more up front, but you're gonna save so much money in the long run by not having to fix it over and over and over because it was done poorly at the beginning. So identifying those, that's kind of how we do the objection handling stuff, is just go through like their testimonials and go like, triple, everybody talks about how he finishes on time. So we talk about that in the thing of like, calling out the objections of why you don't want to do it, because people are like, oh no, I don't want to do this because it's going to take forever and it's going to do this. But if we actually call it out and say, hey, you're probably thinking this is going to take forever. Let's show you how we do things. Here's the process and of how we do things, and here's how we back up that we actually finish this stuff on time like we said we would. And that's how you do that one. And the rest of them are pretty just straightforward. How do you want to do these? The newsletter stuff would be on you. The follow-up stuff we can divide and conquer, because it's a good amount. And for MOG, we actually hired out a guy to do it. So his follow-up sequence is like, it's pretty sales heavy, I would say, which is fine, but there's like I don't really think there's much pieces of value. I think straight up just like, here's why I'm the best, here's again why I'm the best, here's again. So we can look at that and kind of see how he did his stuff. He was pretty informal, like with Victor, being from Venezuela. He was like, sign like Victor, I don't want to say the Hispanic remodeler, but there's something like that where it's like, ooh, like that's kind of, I was like that might be a bit much. And he was like, well, that's like literally what he calls himself, like Victor calls himself on Facebook. So he was like, I just took exactly his words and just like brought him in. So I guess it was fine, but it seemed a bit almost too punchy. But we can look at the MOG thing. Actually, you want to do that right now? Just pull up Sharp Spring and MOG. Email, yeah, if you go to the top under content emails, and the bathroom guide sequence, and then that's what that is. So it's, you get the first email, and then it's, email 3, like I open up like BG email 3. What's the tagline or the subject line? More bathroom selfies, please. Yeah, and then, no, not those selfies. I love when people post their bathroom selfies because I can see the interior, what they look like by their bathroom. Sometimes it's like a laser scan. I can spot every potential improvement I can do for a person's bathroom. One thing I realize is people love posting bathroom selfies. Who doesn't take a bathroom selfie these days? Even I do it. Well, I love sharing how awesome our bathroom projects are on Facebook. That's why. But why not? Bathrooms are probably one of the most comfortable places inside a house. It's amazing how you can just shut the door, be yourself, do your personal business, and forget about the rest of the world. Bathrooms are a safe place, and basically when you take a bathroom selfie and post it on social media, the bathroom tells more about you than the selfie itself. Unfortunately, there are times that I see pics that are really, as millennials say it, cringeworthy. Not judging, but we both know why we're exactly here. If it's not selfie-worthy, I want you to imagine a virtual tour of your dream bathroom. What's it look like? Is it modern? Is it this? Is it that? Is it that? See, this is actually pretty well done. And we gotta fix that bottom one. But the fact that he's cause that is so true. And now that I think about it, when somebody takes a bathroom selfie, and then you see all this shit around it, and it's just the toothpaste is out and this and that. It's that is very telling of the person versus the outfit.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely always see it, you always pick up what's going on in the bathroom.
100%, and then it dictate, because then the door's open, you can see the room is also dirty, and it's well, you look good, but everything else is pretty gross. So, that. So I would go through this stuff, and maybe we'll pull some of this of what he used, because this is actually pretty that makes sense. To kind of take this, run with it on other people's stuff as well, and we'll just kind of go from there. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of stating the problem, going through why it's an issue, running through here's what you can do instead, and then give me a call. So,
okay,
cool.
So there's 8 clients. So you want to just for the mini series do half and half?
Yeah, we can do half and half. we can do half and half. We can do, you do the first one for everybody, I do the second one for everybody, so that way it's like, you know, it's not, because like what I don't want is I don't want it to be like, I do half and then you do half, and then if you finish them off, like, the way that I do things is different than the way that you do things.
Yeah. But they're all different clients too.
Okay, I'm good with that. The painting ones, we can do pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Painting would be easy, ponds would be easy. Painting, ponds, knocks out 4 right there, and actually 2 of them. Great American, or yeah, it's landscaping. Stonehill. We gotta figure out a better lead gen for that, but that might just be like they just, hey, you want to sign up for to get notified of the new homes that are going up.
Yeah. So, do you have a preference for which floor you want?
Would it make sense if I know more about the industry or less about the industry to do it?
Probably if you know more about it.
Okay, then I grew up in Ponds, so I can do Premier and Heiner.
I'll do Sherwood and Triple.
Okay.
So then we have Great American, Stonehill, MOG.
I'll do Stonehill, because new homes is kind of a tougher one, and I've done a stupid amount of research on it.
Okay.
You want to do MOG or MOG because we kind of already have it there?
Yeah.
Do you want Great American? You want me to do it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And then who else are we missing?
That's it. If we're not doing anything for lighting.
Lighting, okay. So let's do a basic 3 that'll just be welcome, here's all your stuff. 2 could be, I like this style where it's just like still punchy to begin with and then end with value, which is how you're supposed to do it. And then maybe this is like you lead to, and almost like where it's like you lead to a blog first and then you lead to a, the next one could be like a newsletter one that just says, hey, if you want help with this, give me a call. And then we can kind of keep shifting or keep progressing from there. Meaning, we do like the ones of the congratulations on downloading this thing, blah, blah, blah. Number 2 is, like a follow-up on that of like just with this where it's like, bathroom selfies, nope, here's the problem of what's going on these days. Here's what you can do to fix it. And we could lead to a blog that talks about like different maybe bathroom options.
Yeah.
And then email 3 could be like something that is another value piece that could be like, a big part of the bathroom is floors. Let's show you couple of different floor options within the email. And then it could just be like, hey, if you would like to talk more about this or about, designing your new bathroom, here's our number, give us a call. And then if they don't end up dealing with those 3, then we'll just add them to like the normal, long-term nurture, like newsletter list. But once we're done with those 3 for everybody, then we can go back and start to build out like email 4 and email 5 and just kind of stick and move as we go. Hey guys, I hope you liked that and that was pretty helpful to you. Do me a favor, hit the like button because it really helps the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you have any questions about this email stuff, just go ahead and drop a comment below and we'll go ahead and answer it, because email is still one of the most effective ways to actually reach out and prospect and nurture relationships. And we didn't really even get big on the email game until like a year ago. So we get it. Drop a comment below, but in the very least, hit the like button. Thanks.